Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expression Start Studio Gallery with a 14 by 14 inch canvas, a reservoir, some Anita's white metallic to float my other colors on, and an outrageous desire to be extremely strange with my color combinations in as much as I want to use blue and orange with gold. And I don't know how strange that really is, but it sounds a little odd to me. And I thought about doing a ring pour cup, and I thought I would rather, at this point in time, just use a shovel. I don't know how much white is going to wind up showing, if any. I'm happy to use a little yellow also. If things turn green, that's just the way it goes. This is some color shifting red-orange from Folk Art. This is I believe this is Grumbacher or Academy, and it was a tube paint that's Prussian blue. I'm still being called to some purple, but I'm always called to purple, so it really doesn't matter. I think this is Anita's white metallic with some Venetian blue in there, which reminds me some Venetian blue might be just the ticket. So there it is. I don't know if it'll float or not. I definitely want some more orange. I thought about using some of this Rust-Oleum red. Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know how much I love that. But seeing that orange makes me want some of the Hot Orchid, which is not open, unless I can get it open in the next second or so. And guess what? Well, I thought I had it open, and now I'm going to be stubborn and open it. Oh, because the paint sat around for a few weeks, everything is sort of in need of having the threads cleaned out and the tips. Because when I stopped, I really didn't I didn't put the tacks back in that I was enjoying using briefly. I think that's going to be the ticket right there. We'll see if I can get enough color. I kind of want a lighter orange again, and I wonder if I have enough blue. What other colored blue do I have? I have the turquoise that, oh, I didn't use any of the gold, but I like this is Cobalt Blue from Artist Loft, which is actually very turquoise metallic. And then I still didn't use the gold, like I said. Decor Americana 24 karat gold. I think I like that. I may use a little bit more of that. Maybe just a tiny, tiny bit more of this orange. I really don't mind the white. I could definitely go back in and add some more white. But in the meantime, that's a good pan of colors. I like it. I have some Artist Loft, which I'm not overly thrilled with because it seems to dry a little sticky, but I guess it does eventually dry. And I definitely need a base layer. This is my OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula. I especially don't like how many bubbles there seem to be. So I suppose if I shook it a day in advance, I might be okay. It used to be that the Artist Loft was mixed half and half with the latex house paint from Walmart, but I just haven't had a chance to check my stock and make new amounts. So, cross your fingers. Let's see how this works. I'm going to have to try and grab a shovel. Scrape off the bottom. Oh, I just want to put a puddle down. I'm going to do it. That's all. That's all she wrote. Just put a puddle down. I may put some other colors in between. I might even have more paint than I expect. that I need. But I'm loving those colors. This is my art therapy today. I'm trying to do less until my respiration is what it should be. I might put either some black or some gold or maybe some of that turquoise. And I'm almost emptied my pan of colors. I think it's going to be some black. I think it's going to be some everything. Just putting them in sort of random spots, hoping that just using the right colors. Even now that I've mixed them together quite nicely. I kind of want to scrape the colors out of my dish, but I don't want to make mud either. Might be taking a bit of a risk. I might want to put another color like a little bit of orange right over the top of that. And maybe a little bit of hot orchid color art. Alright, so there's my gold. I said I was going to use some of this cobalt blue from Artist Loft. Maybe instead of black, use some of the Prussian blue. Although the black still calls me. This is not coming out well anymore. It needs to be cleared out. So I've got an edge catcher. I still want some white. Still want some puddles of white in a few places. And that's the Anita's White Metallic, which will often disappear, so it may be a moot point. But it's a good time to find out. It'll be interesting anyway. I could definitely take a second and hit things really quickly with the torch to release any bubbles caught in the paint. I expect this might be a little fast. Do I want any yellow? I guess I'm going to give myself some yellow no matter what. There's a little bit more of that color shifting. Yes. Maybe a little bit more of whatever I feel like would be the perfect... Oh, that one's getting plugged too. Definitely. Whoa, something in there. Well, now my fingers are going to be stained. Alright, so here goes nothing. Kind of like it right like it is. How to straighten it out. I do actually like it just the way it is. Is this a big enough card? Well, we'll give it a shot anyway. Let's go a few different ways before completely deciding on what's coming. This is definitely about the colors as much about anything else. And it might be over really fast. Now I've got paint on my arm. No big surprise, really. I'm a little winded still these days. Whatever I get off my edge catcher will be what I use to help. I'm going to rock my edge catcher just to cover my edge. But whatever's on the edge catcher is what I'm going to use to cover and fill any little gaps. It'd be nice if I left myself some thumb holds. I thought I left a somewhat even layer of paint. I'm liking that there's still some white left in here. Canvas will get slippery. I do want, do want to take some of that paint right now that's coming right off onto the edge catcher. and allow it to pool down there so I can do something with it. Matter of fact, I've got just the one more side, and I'm loving these colors. They're wild. I kind of want to stop, but I also kind of want to go, just for the sake of the colors, if nothing else. So it's definitely a scooped on or puddled on shovel pour. A puddle shovel pour. And I'm loving the watercolor effect of the colors bleeding together. I kind of want to let that all roll down there. And hope I can get away with letting it all go back on. And use the color right off my tile. Right on. I'm making a bit of a mess for sure. But I am so loving the colors. And I'm bound to continue to make a mess. I might have to rinse my hands off for a second. I'm loving the shapes in there. I am covered in paint, and I do need a towel for a second, but I'm really enjoying all of that. And of course at this stage you could roll a marble through, or pull a basting brush through, or whatever you want, but I don't think I'm going to do any of that, because this was just definitely for my own amusement. I'm going to check and see that I have enough of everything everywhere on my edges to be considered covered, and I do. I'm all covered, and those are fabulous colors, and I'm really liking the darks. I'm liking the way the eye moves around in there. It feels like a composition to me. You could also at this point pull out your Floetrol to swipe with, or your Aussie Floetrol and swipe. But really and truly, just not overworking things and letting them blend together is really, really what I was after anyway. Even though it didn't turn out to be the ring pour I originally imagined, I like the patterns so much because it doesn't really look like anything else. And you could blow into this. I want to. You could blow into it, you could spiral it, you could drag anything through here. I'm a little nervous about doing anything though. Maybe one little spiral. Now that I've put it in there, I want more. I don't think it needs anything else. Alright, so I love you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Please share my videos. I appreciate you shopping my Amazon link. It helps me out. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting all this time. I'm going to give you a bit of zoom in. We do have some nice cells. Not a ton, but we also have a really cool painting that's, in my opinion, composed by me, and I could change it to something else if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. Let's see if I can zoom in on some of these gorgeous colors. On my link tree, underneath the video, you'll find my gallerist, my Facebook groups, my Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, and my email address is underneath the link tree. Should you be interested in purchasing an artwork, that's why I'm here, to try and make a living. And if you'd like to help me out, just use my email address to make an inquiry, and I'll let you know if we can do something. We can, and if we can't, we can't. If you have questions, please ask. My paint pouring recipes are below the video. What else? If you watch longer, it's helpful. If you watch when the notifications come out, it's helpful also. I think I was mentioning my gallerist, which is clothing made in Montreal, which is high-end and collectible. But I also have Teespring clothing below the video, and Pixels.com and Fine Art America will both lead you via the Facebook groups or the links on the link tree. There is a monthly drawing when I get around to it, and if you're somebody who donates through PayPal or Patreon, excuse me, PayPal is the choice. I automatically include you in the monthly drawing when I'm not under the weather, and that should be happening now. And you can look for the prizes included on the exhibition video at the end screen in the last 20 seconds of every video. I love you guys. I love this painting. I hope you come again. I post 7 days a week, and you can almost always find tomorrow's video on the community board when I'm organized. And you can always ask me questions if you want to, and when I can, I'll get back to you. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Loving these colors. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.